welcome back to another edition of Ulon.Life. My name is Eastside. I am your host. Feel free to call in 312-738-1060. If the phone lines are busy, don't worry about it. We'll get right back to you. We have my lovely co-host in the house. What's up, Testimony Tammy?
Hey, family!
And today, of course, like I told y'all, we having our very special guest, Richard Gallion, right?
Yep, that's
Richard,
it.
you know, you may know him from Empire and so many other shows. We're going to get ready to get into there. Yes, Transformers, and the list goes on. But he's going to tell you about what he has going on right now. And, man, let's get into it, y'all. So, Rich, what's up, man? How you feeling, Rich?
Man?
All right, man. God bless you, man. It's good to have you here tonight. So, right now, I know that, you know, there's a lot going on that you have going on. And the first things that I do want to kind of go over is that I've been so impressed with your career from the beginning.
Yes.
Because I've seen you through the years come up. I mean, we've done a lot of celebrity stuff together. Been from the radio shows to, I mean, live basketball, celebrity tournaments, you know. And I've noticed that you've always kept a cool and poised. You're a spiritual brother, you know what I'm saying, which I really love, you know, and that gets major points. And I think that's what's helped you out. So, we're going to start from the beginning, okay? Because a lot of people really want to know what's going on with Richard.
Who is Richard?
Yeah, who is Richard? Tell us how you got into the acting field.
It was definitely about the fault.
Default.
Yeah, I'm serious. I did not plan to be an actor, writer, producer, anything at all. I was an athlete and I was injured. Long story short, I was just mad at God. Didn't have no direction and nowhere to go.
Okay.
I was invited to a rehearsal. Oh yeah.
You know, testimony time, you done been there.
Yeah, truthful.
Okay.
I don't know no other way to be.
There you go.
I was invited to a rehearsal. Went to the rehearsal and you know I ended up reading after I was asked, and I got bit by the bug. You know, they say once you start acting, it's like a bug.
Oh, really?
You get bit by that bug bit the heck out of me, and I haven't stopped since.
So you go from acting accidentally to teaching. I hear that you teach actors how to be actors. Won't God do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how did that come about?
Right.
I mean, you teaching actors how to be actors. And then we're going to also get into it because I know you have your own production.
Richard Gallion Entertainment.
So it's just so much going on right now. Richard, how did you get in a position where, now let's put it in perspective. How many years have you been in the business?
10 years now.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah, 10 years.
Hey, so see. Okay, so 10 years. And the first 3 years was you getting your feet wet, so to speak. What were some of your roles before? Because I was thinking you were in a commercial.
Yeah.
There was something going on, you know what I'm saying? Tell us what was one of your first bigger roles when you knew you had something going on.
Actually, even before the stage play, I got booked for a Nike commercial. And because I was playing college basketball for Chicago State, Nike was doing some auditions for some stuff they had going on.
Okay.
It was a basketball commercial with Michael Red at the time.
Okay.
Did that, made some good money. I'm like, dang, and this
Right, little
So I got something going on here.
these commercials make all right. That was like, so my very first thing was big, which was a Nike commercial. Then did the stage play. I got into modeling for Fess Up clothing line with this guy Reginald Armstrong. Then I was I did a few stage plays here and there, but I really started to learn acting and really start to understand scripts when I started working with John Ruffin.
Okay.
And once I started working with John Ruffin, I ain't looked back.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would you tell your... See, let's look at these, you know what I'm saying? Let's look straight ahead and, you know, our lives, don't be offended. we are on a TV show now, you know. But I do want to say this. What would you tell these young brothers right now that are in these streets, you know, that are really literally, you know, going through some of these channels and they might stop and see us and recognize you from Empire, these commercials and these other things? What would you tell them to encourage them not to give up right now? Or even to get into acting?
I would tell them to embrace their differences. It's a lot of people that's scared. Like that. Let's say this, right? If you look in the streets, any gangbanger, drug seller, whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of them want God. A lot of them want something different. A lot of them want to get into acting. A lot of them want to get into writing because they have a lot to say. But they're so afraid of what other people would think. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, so they come to you just kind of under the table, like, hey man, look, if you can help me with this,
right,
no, just,
right.
They've come to you before like that?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. So I tell them, just embrace being different, bro. Like, don't, you can't care about what other people say. But if you embrace you being different, your uniqueness, and a lot, that's because your uniqueness is rejected a lot of times.
Right.
And that's because nobody ever taught you how to love your uniqueness.
Exactly. I need y'all to share that. Y'all hear that? Nobody really ever taught these younger brothers and even sisters how to embrace their uniqueness.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys share this, because his brother really has talked to a lot of brothers on the streets, and he is man, I can't even say up and coming now, because he's already out there.
Yeah.
Not majorly. And so and he's here. And he definitely will show you guys some love, and in a minute I'm sure he's gonna give some numbers and some contact. Yeah. So let's keep it moving. So Richard, tell us about these commercials, because I did see a couple commercials. How did the commercials come about? Like, who was it that saw you to even put you into a commercial?
That just came from signing with an agency.
Okay.
So when I did the Nike commercial, I had a few agencies to come on the set.
Right.
I think after 2 months into it, I had like 5 agents.
Oh, really?
Okay. Man was balling.
But favor on you like that, they start coming. You get attracted.
But here's the thing: it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing too.
Right.
Like, it's not good to have a whole lot of agents.
Right.
Like, it's best to have just one.
Right.
One good strong agent. But when I got with agencies, man, when I got with the different agencies, they started sending me out to different commercials, different auditions for commercials. They started sending me out for different stuff, for TV shows, like just all type of stuff.
Okay.
And that's what did it. Just being with the agent.
Okay.
And discerning which one is the right one.
Yeah.
That's a big deal too.
Yeah.
So what would you say to these young brothers as acting now? Because there are a lot of young brothers that come to me in the acting field, and they want my advice on what they should do. So and that's another reason I got you on here, because I want you to I told them to tune on in today. What would be some of the things you would tell them to watch out for? We're all talking about what to look for, but what do we watch out for in this cutthroat industry?
It's not what you watch out for, it's what you stand for. Like, you gotta take a stance, and like, don't be afraid to turn down jobs. Don't chase the money.
What would be one of your reasons to turn down a job?
If they try to get me to play a gay role.
Okay. A good one. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
no, people need to know this.
Yeah.
And this is not no funny business. I'm serious. Like, people need to know you do have morals. Yeah. I remember Will Smith. In the beginning of his career, he tried so hard to fight that gay role, and then he ended up playing it. So it's almost like he sold out for it. Not saying that it hurt his career or anything, but it may have affected his integrity.
And I just seen that with Brandon T. Jackson. That just recently happened. He said Big Mama turned his life around when he put on that dress. After Big Mama, he put on that dress, and his whole career went down after that. Yeah. And I that's some value to what you just saying. That just brought that to life. I just remember just reading his story probably like a week ago. His whole career went downhill when he put on that dress.
Yeah, I've actually walked off sets. Like, I was booked. I did a commercial. It was like the quickest $500 I ever in my life made. I was literally there for like 20 minutes. Wow. And the producers of that commercial was also the producers for this other commercial that they was working on like 3 days later. Okay. So they were like, "Hey Richard, we love you so much. We love your look. We're gonna book you for the next commercial that we're doing in 3 days." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna just get it right with my agent. And let's work." So they never sent an actual breakdown of the commercial to my agent. So when I get on set, I see all men. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, what is okay? What type of commercial is this? Is this some type of like a Million Man March type commercial where we all come together with unity or something?
Yeah.
But then you know feminine men when you see man. So I'm looking like I asked so I asked the guy like, "Hey man, like what's and it's nothing against
of course
them, but it just that's just not what I do.
And it can tarnish your brand, right? Can that
not
do
just that as a black man, as a strong black man that. And I'm not giving myself accolades, but I think when women describe black men, especially black women, they say tall, dark, handsome,
I know I do.
muscular. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want
to steer from that.
You don't want the industry to make that example or that image
Right.
look. You know what I'm saying?
We're different.
So I wouldn't do that for one. That's not me.
Right.
Two, I don't want to, mess up
Exactly.
that image.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I saw that, man, and I was like, I asked, like, what's the commercial about? So they walked me into a green room,
Right.
and there was a bed in there. And they were like, so basically, so they were like, basically, you and this guy.
Where my exercise at?
They were like, so this, they were like, you and this guy would be in the bed, like y'all just got through whatever, and all these dudes getting out. You trying to figure out if you wrapped it up? I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Ooh, I'm uncomfortable thinking
And-
about it.
yeah.
But that's integrity.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? And moving right along, because I do want to touch base with presence. We talked about some of the things that got you started and some of the beginning roles and commercials. So I've been hearing a lot about the stage play, and I really want to focus on that for a few minutes because this is what we're pushing right now, and I know that you're really big on it, and you are, starring, and you have some other leads in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really want to touch base with these, beautiful sisters as well because people deserve to get the, accolades out there and what they're doing and stuff like that. So can you tell me about this play and how people can see it? First of all, what is the name of this play?
The name of the play is called Honorably Discharged.
Honorably Discharged.
Yeah,
Break that down.
It's talking about life after the war. I've spoke with a lot of veterans.
And which war is that? Which war we talking about? Afghanistan?
Yeah, the last war.
Okay,
was-
Afghanistan.
yeah.
Okay.
So I've spoke with a lot of veterans, and a lot of them, I'm not gonna say a lot of them. Most of them would say the biggest and hardest war is getting back adapted to life here and being back on these grounds.
True.
Because for one, they feel unappreciated. They don't get their benefits.
Oh, I noticed that at school.
A lot of them are homeless, and they feel like they've been used. So they've given a big portion of their life and fought for the same streets that they end up sleeping in.
Right.
And it's such a shame. So I wanted to bring light to it. We all know theater, film, everything that brings light to a lot of situations that you want to shine some light on.
Yeah.
So I wanted to shine some light on that and just give reverence to our veterans.
Yes. I mean, that's awesome, man. That's
Yeah.
congratulations. And,
Thank you.
And who actually wrote this?
So it was originally this guy named Gerald Hall. He had he wrote the show Honorably Discharged. No disrespect to Gerald. He know that. He know how I feel about it. So I went and saw the show. I hated the writing, the acting, and everything about it, but I liked the storyline. So I asked him, like, hey,
Felt it needed some improvements.
yeah. So I asked him, I said, hey, do you mind if I take the script,
Adjust
if
it.
I adopt it, and I will still give you creators credit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And Gerald is one of them, man. I really like Gerald. I really respect Gerald. Gerald, like, Rich, hey, man, I like what you're doing. I trust what you're doing. Please do take
Nice.
the script.
Nice.
He like, just make it good. And he liked the script a lot. So I took the script, man, and I kept the same storyline, but everything
That's
else
what I was going to ask. Is it a
completely different.
storyline, or are you interviewing people that have been through it?
No. It's a
whole
story.
storyline.
It's an actual
Oh,
play.
okay.
So it's an actual play with a theme to it.
Yeah.
People
Okay.
can go in. So why don't we take this time real quick to introduce? I would like to see if we could swing one of these,
Beautiful ladies. Here we
beautiful
go.
sisters around. Yes, one of these ladies, to come on in. And
Hi.
let's give her a hand.
That's
real
me.
quick. Hey. So real quick, introduce yourself.
My name is Lynette Shakespeare. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Lynette Shakespeare.
Lynette Shakespeare. So Lynette, tell me how you got involved in this. You are a lead, or are you're in this play?
I'm in it.
You're in the play, and tell me how you got involved.
I actually connected with Richard and the production company through an acting class.
Okay.
So I started in 2015, took an acting class, and kind of just stuck like glue.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And so, what is your character? Who is your character in this
I
play?
play Roxy.
Roxy.
Roxy is very,
Don't give too much.
oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't want to bleed it, you know what I'm saying? But we definitely want to know, like, so
Scratch it.
yeah, so Roxy, what kind of character is Roxy?
She's outspoken.
Very outspoken. Okay.
She is the wife of one of the soldiers who is returning home.
Okay.
Basically, he returns home to. The house is different when he comes back. So he left it one way and came back and it's
to another.
a 360.
Okay, all right. Well, real quick, everybody on our lives, I say congratulations
Thank
from the
you.
show, the sparkle. Just on all that everyone's doing. So real quick, what would you want to tell people about? Give them from a woman's perspective about acting. Can you say anything like some of the ins and outs of acting? What have you learned from it as an actress?
I would say just be confident in you and your gift. We're all unique. We all look different, talk different. So don't ever compare yourself to what you see. Everything you see is not what it appears to be. So.
Exactly. Wow, that's deep. And what do you have, like some of your accolades? What have you done? And what are you doing? Are you just fresh, new to this? Have you have anything else coming up? Is this what you're focusing on right now?
Well, so I started in the church. So that's where a lot of my background is. And then once I connected with Richard, I've done some stage plays with Richard.
Awesome.
Also have the TV series coming up, Desperate TV series, so I'm in that. Janice,
Hey.
okay.
Okay. We're going to
You know.
get into that real quick. So switching gears real quick, because I want to bring this other beautiful queen up. What is it that you, tell us real quick about that. What's going on with that? So we're switching from the act to the TV series. What is going on with the TV series?
Richard?
Yeah, Rich.
Oh, so the series, we have episode 1 done, and I'm looking to film more. It's 45 minute. It's a 45-minute episode. We have 7 written, 1 filmed, and I'm looking to film the upcoming episode 2 this upcoming spring.
Okay. And where is it at? Where can people see it?
Right now, people can't see it. I'm doing self-distribution. I was looking for the right network.
Awesome.
Because the thing is, I'm not. You gotta have a stance, right?
Yeah.
I'm not selling my rights, and I'm not selling my show.
Okay.
So if I can keep the creative rights, I don't care how much money people offer.
Right.
I'm not
worth it.
budging.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So all you
and of course,
promoters
somebody
out
gotta
there
do right.
and people that may have these major contests, because I know y'all watching. Somebody is always watching, calls in the show afterward and say, hey, I want to blah, blah, blah. So you people hear that. Tell them the name.
The name of the TV show is Desperate. And one thing I can guarantee, whatever network, whoever take
Picks
that
it up.
chance with it, they won't regret it. That'll be the best decision they ever made.
Okay, and give me a quick synopsis of Desperate. What is Desperate basically about?
Desperate basically just shows you that everyone in every level of life is desperate for something. Whether you that poor kid from the hood, whether you that cop that's doing pretty well, whether you that wealthy person that has everything, everyone is desperate for something at the end of the day.
Okay, all right. So action pack and looking for some buddies to maybe change their mind in life about what they're doing, because somebody gonna get desperate and pick up that show. I guarantee it. That's right. So real quick, I want to switch. You know what I'm saying? With this beautiful queen real quick, so that we can get her in real quick. Hello, sister. How you doing?
How are you? I'm good.
All right. And can I get the pleasure of knowing who you are for people at homeland, our TV audience, viewers?
Nicole Reed, and I play the role of Felicity.
This is
The Nicole Reed, y'all. So the Nicole Reed. Nicole, what is it how are you involved? Your persona in this stage play, what does she bring to the table? Who is she?
So I play the role of Lieutenant Felicity. She runs the VA office there. She has a very tough exterior, but she has a really soft heart. It's just the things that happen within her job. They got her a little bit harder surface than she prefer.
Okay. All right. And so, how did you two meet up? How did you get into the play? Like, how did it come about? How did you become noticed?
Well, first and foremost, I actually found Richard's information off of Facebook.
Okay.
My background, I do computer information systems, so
Okay.
total nerd. So I saw his information, and Father God had told me
Computer
to.
geek.
Yeah, real talk.
Right.
But that was my mind frame. But Father God told me to go off into acting and modeling. Saw Richard's stuff, was like, okay, maybe this guy give me a chance. Went.
Right.
Total audition sucked. Was horrible, horrible. But I said, hey, can I just volunteer and just be around it? And he was gracious enough to say yes.
Okay, see, and that's God. The God in him. Love it. Okay, so what can we expect in the future from Nicole? Like, what are some of the things you're doing now? Since you've taken acting under your wing, and obviously you got noticed because he took you in for this role. Where do you see yourself? I mean, what do you want to do next?
I'm excited about making sure we find sponsorship for the Desperate TV series. I believe in it
you're
wholeheartedly.
Desperate as well.
Well, I work as the UPM right now.
Okay.
She has a role in it too. We switch it out. Like we don't just act. We do staff stuff and everything.
Awesome.
But what Nicole not saying is that she's a published author, and she has a book, working on another book, and she's also writing her book right now, Greater Exploits of Love, into a film.
That's something.
Awesome. Don't be modest. This is so you can just let it all out now, because a lot of people got notes. A lot of people got notes on this show, and people called in and they got major jobs. So that's what I love about my show. It's a platform. In fact, my old co-host, she has her own TV show now.
Wow.
So I mean, people moving. This is the spot.
That's what's up.
So, and that's why I love you guys, and I love you guys for, you know what I'm saying, coming down and being gracious and just saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, that we want to support each other. That's what it's all about in Chicago, because too many people don't support each other
That's
anymore.
true.
You know, this is a very, I'm not even going to say cutthroat, but it's a hard industry, because people here are not understanding yet that we all need each other. You know, like literally. And that's from him too. Okay, so moving right along. Richard, what are you doing? Like, what are some of the things like you see yourself? And you know, the common thing is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? No, within a year. Where do you see yourself? What is it that you want to do right now? Sings that Desperate is on the rise and wants to get out. What are some of the other things that you're doing that people don't know about, that we haven't talked about?
Well, for one, I just got booked on the show Shameless.
Oh, okay. All right. Shameless.
Just booked the recurring role on there.
Okay. And what network is Shameless at?
It's on Showtime.
Okay, it's on Showtime.
Yeah,
for you at
Shameless
home,
on Showtime.
Shameless is on Showtime. And what is Shameless about for those that don't know? I mean, what, you know, you gotta come on with the code. We got people who's like, you know, 80 to cripple, blind, and crazy.
I'll say this. Tell them go check it out.
Okay, and they can tune in when?
Well, I don't know when mine is airing. I really don't know. So, but the next things that I know I'm working on for sure.
Go on.
No, but the next things that I see myself within a year, I know. Well, then I also have a theater that I'm running, 1,300-seat theater.
Right.
So we're looking to bring a lot of good content out of that theater.
Okay.
So
is that part of the production company?
my production company, RGE.
Right.
Yeah. I write the shows, produce them, direct them, act in some of them.
Okay.
And that just to show, saying, what if the slaves from the 1800s were to have a conversation with the people currently in 2020?
Wow, deep.
How would
Love
they go?
it. Love it. Love
You know,
it.
so I'm writing right now, currently writing a whole show for that, and I'm also writing into a movie.
Okay.
So we'll be running that for the month of February. After that, during the spring, I know we'll start filming Desperate again. I'm entering into this competition with AT&T for my movie Living Without Love. I know that's gonna get picked up, and we'll be filming that by the summer. I have at least 7 different stage plays to produce for the year of 2020. And then I know for a fact Desperate is going to get picked up from a major network.
Okay.
So that's for the year.
Can I say one thing?
Awesome. Come on, Nicole.
Richard isn't saying that he has a whole entire youth department that he has for children. And he's literally training them how to act, produce, write, direct, everything. And these are from 5 years old to, I think our oldest is 16.
16.
Yeah. And so they're amazing. So they're...
Man, forgot about that. What? You gotta have Nicole. See, that's why you need Nicole. See, that's why you around Nicole. All right.
But see, I was saving that.
Nah. Stop.
No, because the thing I have, so my youth department, what I like the way I wanted to really present them is once people can see the polishing of, you know, because you have a lot of people that say they work with youth and they want to just brag about it and they ain't really doing much for them.
Okay.
So for my youth, they got all VIP access to all the productions. I want them to know how it feels to be walked in, to sit in the front, you know, to be that person. Also teaching them, but at the same time, I teach them prayer. I make them pray. I make them fast. I make them seek God. I make them write, produce everything. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's much more deeper than just saying I'm helping youth. I'm helping stories, and changing the trajectory.
So real quick, brother, how can people get in touch with you? Because we're getting ready to wrap this up. I want to know how can people get in touch with you?
They can just go to richardgallion.com, my website, RICHARDGALLION.
So Gallion is spelled GALLION. Richard, regular, RICHARD, Gallion, GALLION, and that's on all media?
Yep.
Okay,
richardgallion.com.
great. Quick shout outs. Who you want to shout out? Anybody along the way?
Definitely want to shout out God. Shout out to my mama. I know my mom probably watching.
Right.
Shout out to my wife, my children, my family, and shout out to the rest of the cast for honorably discharged. I put it in there. I told them to check us out, and we got some great talent in this show, and we got an actual veteran that's in the show, so it's gonna be good.
Man, that's what's up. Hey, Richard, man, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, brother.
Nicole, man, it's been a pleasure. Stay on him. To Testimony Tammy, I love you. Thank you, sister, for being so loving. This is my co-host, Testimony Tammy, and your beautiful queen again. Lynette, we love you. Thank you for stopping by. We're gonna looking out for her as well. Listen up, y'all. Again, you can go to Ulon.Life to find out more about Richard. I'm gonna be posting everything and connects, and again, how to get in touch with him. And we love you. I told you to go by real fast. You know how this goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, each one teach one, and don't stop there. Love y'all. Holla.